You can't dissolve without the Council of Ministers. 36, 38 and 92 are his only powers. He has already suspended the Council of Ministers. He dissolves it. Why do you think I've been saying continuously that this is a pure political act? The governor and the government were acting in tandem. It was 20th of June, 2018. Section 92.
That we saw, Mr. Sibal.
Yeah.
That we saw. You read out section 9.
That's right. No, but what's important is the date. On the 19th of June, a political party in coalition with another party, which was in government, withdrew support.
That is not in a list of dates?
Yes. Just kindly note that. It's in the proclamation.
19th of June 2018.
Yes, well, it's BJP withdrew support from PDF. PDP.
Before serial number 57, no?
Yes. Yes. It's in the document, but I just wanted to.
Yes, Mr. Sibal.
Now, well, so he issued, the governor on the next day issues a proclamation, which is also quite curious.
That we find at top of page 48.
That your lordships may look at Malat's PDF page 85, volume 3, the proclamation itself.
Anything turns on it? I mean, in the sense to read it. I mean, you've paraphrased it, I guess.
Yes, I have paraphrased it.
Is there any particular sense?
The provision permitted the governor by proclamation to assume to himself all the powers and functions of the government of the state. Such a proclamation in one terms of 92.5 required concurrence of the president, and under 92.3 would cease to operate within 6 months, which I've already mentioned to your lordship. We need not go into.
This is the power corresponding to 356, which is vested in the governor.
That's right. That's right. But here it's vested in the governor, Maharaj, independent of the council, which I mentioned to your lordship. It's a very, very unique power. And the Council of Ministers was suspended in the process. Maharaj, he didn't even wait for a day. I mean, it's normally speaking, what would happen, Maharaj? A governor would wait for other political affiliations to take place to form a government.
That's also part of political process.
I'm sorry?
That's also part of political process.
That's precisely what I'm saying, Maharaj. But why do you think I've been saying this? Why would a governor do this on the next day, Maharaj?
Yes, then what happened?
Well, then, so he does this, so 6 months were to expire. Then, Maharaj, there is some controversy, and I just tell your lordships orally that controversy is. According to the PDP, and I think somebody else will argue that, I'm not arguing. According to the PDP, they send a fax to Srinagar that they have the support of the National Conference and they are willing to form the government. The governor says he never received the fax because he says that he was in Jammu and the fax was sent to Srinagar. So Maharaj, on the 21st of November, the next day, he dissolved the assembly. Yeah, on 21st November.
The fax of some
fax is also sent on 21st.
Have a sense of deja vu, no?
Fax is sent on 21st. He dissolves it on 21st. The fax hasn't reached him. Fax was sent.
It's almost on the annual of the period expiring.
No, that expired on 3rd of January, 19th of December.
19th. So about a month short of
that.
Yes,
month short. Mother.
This is not under challenge anymore.
No, I'm not. I myself said so. I myself said that that is an issue which.
So he dissolves the legislative assembly.
He dissolves the legislature. Now, Maharaj, you can't dissolve without the Council of Ministers. 36, 38 and 92 are his only powers. He has already suspended the Council of Ministers. He dissolves it.
Without the aid and advice.
Nothing. Why do you think I've been saying continuously that this is a pure political act? The governor and the government were acting in tandem. They wanted to get rid of 370. Toss it out. Why would any governor do that? Why would the governor on 20th of June, after withdrawal of support on 19th of June, suspend the assembly? Don't allow any political affiliation and parties to take place so that a new government can be formed.
Which is the power of dissolution under the constitution, just for the process?
Yes, 53. Section 53 of the Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir gives that power of dissolution, not part of the exception given to the governor with reference to his powers that he can exercise without the aid of the Council of Ministers.
Yeah, because section 35 refers to 36, 38 and 92.
36, 38 and 92. The process, according to me, when you are interpreting constitutional provisions, is as important as the substance. Because it's a constitutional process.
That's what another Coelho says, but this time it's Paulo Coelho in The Alchemist.
That's right. Then, Millard, on the 19th of December, the proclamation of governor's rule expired. A proclamation under 356 promulgating president's rule in the state of Jammu and Kashmir was issued on 19th December. So then came president's rule. So on 3rd of January, want to show the proclamation? Well, it's better to see the proclamation, volume 3, PDF 92.
You want us to look at this, Mr. Sibal?
PDF?
So you want to?
Yes, I do. Let's see that, Malad. It's important. Because that's a very important provision. It has huge implications as to what happened later. The following proclamation by the President is published. I, so and so, have received a report from the Governor of the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and after considering the report of, and other information received by me. Well, it's all Governor's rule. Kindly see, Malad. It's all Governor's rule from 20th of June right up to this date. There is no Council of Ministers in place. There is no government in place. But he sends a report that the government cannot be carried out. Where is the basis for any of that? There are no negotiations. There are no communications. So he says, I am satisfied that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on. Government of the state, but the government of the state was carried on by the governor. In accordance with the provisions of the Constitution of India as applicable to the state and of the Constitution of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, in exercise of the powers conferred by Article 356 and of all other powers enabling me in that behalf, I hereby proclaim. Kindly come to C. A. Assume to myself as President all the functions of the government of the state and all powers vested in or exercisable by the governor in that state under the Constitution and the state constitution. Declare that the powers of the legislature of the state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of Parliament. Now, this is important, Mullah. Therefore, Parliament will be exercising the powers of the state legislature. And the state legislature under Mulad's 147, you can't move a bill. Which is what Ambedkar said, which is what Keshav Nand said, that you can't do this. You have to be confined to your powers and responsibilities under the Constitution under which you're acting. So, declare the legislature of that state shall be exercisable by or under the authority of Parliament. Make the following incidental and consequential provisions which appear to me to be necessary or desirable for giving effect to the objects of the proclamation. In exercise of the functions and powers assumed to myself by virtue of Clause A of this proclamation, as aforesaid, it should be lawful for me as President of India to act to such extent as I think fit through the governor of the said state. The operation of the following provisions, now this is very important, of the Constitution and of the state constitution are hereby suspended. Under what power? So much of the first proviso to Article 3 of the Constitution as relates to the reference by the President to the legislature of the state, and the second proviso to that article, so much of Clause 2 of Article 151 of the Constitution as relates to laying before the legislature of the state of the report submitted by the governor, by the Controller and Auditor General. Now, what they did was they took away the proviso to Article 3. Under what power? You can't amend the Constitution in virtue of your power under 356. Now, let's see what the proviso to Article 3 of the Constitution says, Mullah. Kindly have a look. Kindly give it. This is an amazing piece of handiwork. It's a mosaic of illegalities. attractive enough to be junked.